This is Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Starscream. The figure is part of the first wave of Transformers Prime Deluxe Class figures, and this figure is a beauty. He's been a peg warmer for some time now. A lot of people have been skipping this guy, just waiting for him to go on clearance, but really, I am quite impressed with this figure. If you watch the show, this is a pretty accurate figure. Scale wise, he's a little bit short, obviously, because he is a deluxe. If you want a more accurate one, probably wait for a Voyager version of this one. I do hope Hasbro pushes through with a Voyager version, but as it is a tremendously wonderfully made and engineered figure. I am just quite pleased with it. I picked this figure up at Our Toys. For all your Transformers and G.I. Joes and Star Wars, Hot Toys, Soul of Chogokin needs. If you're in Manila, please visit Our Toys at V Mall in Green Hills. So anyway, pretty good looking figure. You might notice a few things if you've seen this guy on shelves. On the shelves, there are some. I've made some paint modifications. Obviously, I've made his. What do you call this piece? His headpiece, a little bit more show accurate. I use a Sharpie marker, or just a regular Sharpie red marker to color the tip, this middle part of his headpiece, which I don't know, it turned out pretty well. I like it. Just a regular Sharpie marker. No need to go to a hardware store for that. Also, I've painted the missiles because they're all just a plain gray type of plastic like this one. I used a Sharpie marker for the red paint, which could use a bit of quality control right there. I have a lot to learn in terms of custom painting stuff, but then again, I'm not a professional like Hasbro, who really does some good paint job applications on their toys. Also, I used a silver paint marker to paint the tips of the missiles and at the ends. Took about a week for everything to dry up, but I suppose it turned out pretty well. Yeah, so pretty good. If I can get a few more of these figures, I'd love a shot at custom painting a Skywarp and a Thundercracker custom figure. I'm trying my hand at custom painting. Maybe if I can get a few more of these cheap. I'll do Thundercracker and Skywarp, but you know, those are still in the works. I'm not a good custom paint artist. I'm just trying my luck, so we'll see how it goes. So, very cool figure. Despite having very spindly legs, and he looks as though he's wearing some high heel shoes, he stands very well. It's just a matter of fidgeting about the toes and the legs. If you want to know how big he is, here he is with a, let me put him here. This is a classic Starscream, so it's a little bit taller than that. And here is the Dark of the Moon Starscream. It's about the same scale, but a little bit taller and lanky because of his frame. So just to get a general idea of how big he is. So that's that. Articulation, he has awesome movable joints and articulation for this guy. He's got a ball jointed neck that you can, I can go up and down, rotate 360. Again, it's a full ball joint, very nice. A lot of emotions to put on him. You can make him look up as though he's flying, make him look down condescendingly on the Autobots. Yeah, he's got a ball jointed shoulder. It's got a bicep swivel, a hinge elbow with an extra hinge that makes it go inside because of transformation mostly, and not because of transformation, but because of the way the joints have been designed. Some of the silver paint is transferring, as you can see. I suppose it's not completely dried up. My mistake. But you know, sorry about that. He's got a wrist joint. So pretty cool. He can do a lot of poses, he can do a lot of thinking poses like that. Megatron. How do I defeat him? Anyway, yeah, so that's that. The missiles are removable if you want. I'm trying to be careful because some of the paint is still transferring on my fingers. I thought they dried up. Apparently not. A lot of silver paint. Again, as I said, I've got a lot to learn about custom painting. He's got a ball jointed hip, thigh swivel. I did put some clear nail polish on the ball joints of the hips just to tighten. They were a little bit loose on my figure. He's got a hinge knee and movable toes, heel and toe for his feet. So that's pretty cool. So very, very nice. He's got the thruster transforms on his back. The wings, you can position them, you can pivot them forward, backward, or forward, however which way you want, but the official transformation is this way. So that's that. Very, very nice. I'm very pleased and happy with this figure. I actually like it. He's not the best in my opinion. I think he's the second best. I think RC is still the best, but he's a close second. So, to transform him, if I can still remember, it's been a while since I've transformed this figure. Had him for some time now. So, first thing you want to do, go ahead and... What am I going to do? Yep. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Go ahead and detach the neck piece like that. Go ahead and detach that back piece. Okay, that's how you do it. Yeah. Go ahead and fold down the head piece and just shove it right in. Come on now. Yeah. Sorry, Starscream. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, straighten up the chest. Sorry. Alright, straighten up the chest and just shove the entire head right in, just like that. Okay. Then what you do is rotate the midsection right there. Fold these, I suppose, knee spikes. Go ahead and fold the feet, and as you can see, those are what appears to be landing gear. Okay, go ahead and fold the hands inward. Yes, this video is probably going to extend to 20 minutes because of me forgetting how to transform this guy. So go ahead and transform the arms this way. Go ahead and extend these fins, rotate just like that. Go ahead and do that. Okay, now, obviously, this fin is going to form the middle part of the tail section. Go ahead and sort of sandwich this thing here. There's a thin peg. There are thin pegs on either side. You're going to sandwich them in these notches, in these holes, these peg holes, just like that. And there is the tail section of Starscream's jet mode. Okay, now the thrusters, go ahead, transform it this way. Cover up the hands. Okay. Alright, go ahead and tab in the wings. And lastly, the feet, or the legs. Go ahead and detach the waist piece. Rotate, and then reattach it onto this part. Some peg holes right there. Reattach it there. So parents, if you have kids who have Starscream, just make sure you do each of the steps one at a time. Do not shortcut, otherwise you'll go ahead and break a few things. Now there's a groove right there for that peg, and same with the other thigh. So go ahead and snap those in like that. So very straightforward, very easy transformation. He compresses very well, albeit the feet are still sticking out, but that's fine. It's a pretty cool alt mode. It works for me. The legs are compressed well enough for me. It makes a good silhouette for the jet. This Hasbro has always had problems with the underside of the jet for Starscream, for Seeker molds, but this one's pretty good. Very close to the show. How it looks like on the show. So go ahead and reattach the missiles. Like that. And again, as I said, the landing gear is sort of molded in. It's not real landing gear. It's just some pegs or stubs. And there you go. There is Starscream in his alt mode. Very, very close to how he looked on the show. Albeit, I think there was only one missile instead of three on the show. But, you know, three's better than one for me. So that's his alt mode, just as a bit of a size comparison. Here is the Starscream mold for Dark of the Moon, the Deluxe class Starscream. This is Thundercracker, the Thundercracker repaint, as you can see. He's a little bit small. He compresses, again, he as a robot mode, compresses into the alt mode, becomes much smaller. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, the robot mode of this mold is much smaller than this one. But yeah, they're in good scale. They're in good scale. I forgot what kind of jet this was. Could be an F-15 or an F-19. I don't know. Somebody tell me what this is, or where Hasbro got the idea for this one. But that's that. So, very, very cool figure. I absolutely like this. I would highly recommend this one, but do not get it for more than retail price. I'm sure it's a peg warmer everywhere. For those of you who've already gotten your Transformers Prime toys, stocks of the toys in your local toy store, this is usually the last one to get picked up for some reason. Obviously, he's the bad guy. Parents want to give the Autobots more than Decepticons, but for collectors out there, it's not a bad figure. Do not pass this one up. I suggest you do a double take and have a look at this one. I really like it. Again, as I said, my second favorite among the first wave of Deluxe class figures, next to RC. So pretty cool. There you go, folks. If you like this video, please don't forget to add it to your favorites or click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. If you want to know my latest toy purchases and upcoming reviews, please follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/fxfranz. This is Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Starscream. Thanks for watching.